Welcome to the training grounds. Here you will master the art of controlling a flying creature and using it in battle against your foes. Before you are ready to engage in aerial combat, you must first learn to control your creature. We'll begin with walking, takeoff, gliding, and then landing. If you turn your left analog stick, your mount will turn in response. Now face along the ramp, and press the X button to spur your creature forward. Walk to the platform at the end of the ramp. Well done. To take off, you must tap the X button twice, quickly. Now you're airborne. To maneuver in flight, use the left analog stick. Follow the arrow in the upper right of your screen. To slow down, hold the square button. This makes your creature flat backwards. To land, double tap the square button and release. Pressing or holding X or square afterward cancels the landing. Excellent. You've learned to take off, maneuver, and land. Now we'll test those skills. To reach the next stage of your training, you must fly through an obstacle course and reach its end before time is up. To begin, take off and follow your navigational arrow to the obstacle course. You're making good time. Keep it up. You're near the end. You're at the end. Now for a greater challenge. You must land on the raised platform. Remember, double tap and release the square button when you're over the platform. Outstanding! Your skills are growing already. Now that you have mastered basic flight, it's time to learn some combat skills. We'll start with a series of fixed targets and learn to use your creature's attacks on them. The R1 shoulder button triggers your mount's primary weapon. Try it now. Your enemies will soon learn to fear that sight. Now, try the R2 shoulder button. You've just triggered your creature's secondary attack. Well done. Now, let's unleash these attacks on the targets laid out before you. First, take off and destroy at least 4 targets using your creature's primary attack. Well done. Now, destroy 4 more targets with your secondary attack. Now you're ready to take on some live enemies. Fly through the tunnel to the arena and let the battle begin. In the arena, you'll get your first taste of battling against living enemies. You'll also learn how to collect and use special weapons. The first wave of enemies has arrived. These will not fight back or avoid your attacks, so they should be easily destroyed. Good work. You'll see that some power-ups are now scattered around the arena. Collect them before the next fight begins. Haste increases the speed of your attacks. Armor power-ups allow your mount to deflect some damage. Armor accumulates and is visible as shields to the right of your health meter. Energy boost. Energy boost prevents energy drain. Health power-ups heal your mount. Four times damage. Damage amplification increases your firepower. In time, you'll discover many more power-ups that will aid you in battle. More enemies are here. They will fight back, but not aggressively. Destroy them all. You made quick work of them. Now, pick up the mines at either end of the arena. Aerial mines and other special weapons are selected with the L2 button and used with the circle button. Drop some mines before the next wave of enemies arrives. Here they come. These enemies are weak, but they'll fight harder than the last. You have one more type of attack at your disposal. Seekers. If you press and hold the triangle button while looking at an enemy, a magical seeker will target it. When you release the triangle button, the weapon will seek out that target. You can release more than one seeker at a time. How many depends on your level of advancement. Try eliminating the next wave of enemies using only your seekers. Seekers do little damage, but are good for weakening foes, or for clearing areas of turrets and ground units. Congratulations! Your training is complete.
In the days of old, the Freyoan Empire was a burgeoning society on the cutting edge of alchemy and sorcery. The king, held in high esteem by his people, was a valiant warrior and well respected throughout the land. He had a well-honed sense of justice and was a good man at heart. The king supported the development of all magic systems, with the exception of necromancy. The dark art was banned, and Mortalvis, a powerful necromancer, and his followers were banished from the Empire of Freyoan forever. The king had always suspected that Mortalvis would seek his revenge against him. One fateful evening, his premonitions were realized. believed to be dead. Only two of his advisors remained. The first was Andurus, the king's military leader and political advisor. Second was Caliban, noble alchemist who took on all matters of sorcery. Fearing that the race would return, Andurus took the healthy and fled to the northern region to start his own sovereignty, the kingdom of Earthland. Caliban, often at odds with Andurus, was appalled that the sick and the crippled had been left behind. He took the injured and his loyal sorcerers and moved to the western jungles to begin constructing the Chrysalis Collective. During his exile, Mortalis took refuge in the southern scorched earth region of Breowyn. It was there that he built the realm of the Pariah, deep inside a massive volcano. After his race demolished Breowyn, he returned to the ruins to collect the corpses of the deceased for resurrection, to serve in his army of the dead. As time passed, the hatred between the three groups increased. Small border conflicts between the factions turned into large skirmishes, and the skirmishes turned into massive battles. The battles for ground control raged, and soon escalated into the skies. Flying creatures were bred, trained, and summoned by each of the factions for use in their bid to dominate the land. Andurus, Caliban, and Mortalis each sought to unify the land and sky under their own rule. Preparations were made, defenses constructed, and aerial warriors were trained to fly their kingdom's war beasts. The conflicts would soon be legendary. The time has come for war. The time has come for courage. The time has come for bloodshed. The time of savage skies.
Vertwin.
Chrysalis.
Pariah.
Chrysalis.
Vertwin. Greetings, warrior. Your first mission is one of unusual importance. King Andurus has declared that we shall set aside our differences with the Chrysalis in order to protect our people from the greater threat of the Pariah. Our diplomats are now returning from a peace conference. Soon we shall be allied with the Chrysalis, something the Pariah are wise to fear. It is vital that these diplomats return safely. Of course, the Pariah will try to stop us. The diplomatic caravan is armed, but cannot protect itself against threats from the air or from great numbers on the ground. If and when the Pariah attack, you must protect the caravan at all costs.
Use Rock's quickness and maneuverability to dodge attacks while closing in for a sonic screech blast. Use his sky shield to protect yourself.
Squire, you must be ready to fight. The royal caravan is vulnerable to ambush here in the river canyons. Protect it.
The Pariah have mobilized cannons and airborne artillery. Clear the caravan's path.
The pariah have unleashed Gormags. The caravan is all but defenseless against them.
Bodes ill, Squire. Protect the caravan. You've done well. Our enemies are not yet done. Another wave is attacking. Brilliant! Superb!
The caravan draws near to our lands. There is hope. All is clear. Every threat to our diplomats has been annihilated, and the path home is clear. You have proven yourself a great warrior.